At the end of every fairy tale, we're almost always served the same image, a princess in her wedding dress walking down the aisle. So is it any wonder that throughout history, real-life wedding dresses of the royals have captured the minds of the public? You may also know that these royal wedding dresses cost a lot of money. Therefore, in today's video, we'll talk about the 12 most expensive royal wedding dresses in the world. So without any further ado, let's begin. At number 12, we've got the wedding dress of Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York. She married Prince Andrew, Duke of York, on 23rd July 1986 when she wore the dress. The wedding gown was work of Lindgud Sarok, a renowned British fashion designer known for her clothing creations. Sarok worked in top secrecy for 4 months to create the gown, ensuring that every detail of it was perfect for the Duchess's special day. The dress was made from ivory Duchess satin, which was chosen for its smoothness and ability to hang beautifully without creasing, contrasting with the taffeta dress of Princess Diana that had visible wrinkles. The gown featured a scoop neckline, long puffy sleeves, and a structured corset-like bodice that was described as amazingly boned by Sarah Ferguson herself. The gown's heavy beading included symbols such as hearts, anchors, waves, bumblebees, and thistles, which were nods to the Ferguson family coat of arms and Prince Andrew's sailing background. The embroidery also featured the letter A for Andrew hidden in the 17-foot train. The 17-foot-long train was a significant feature of the gown, with the intertwined initials A and S sewn into the silver beads themselves. The 20-foot-long veil complemented the train and included the couple's initials underneath, hidden, and the price of the dress was $45,000. At number 11, we've got the wedding dress of Queen Mary of Denmark. She married King Frederick X on the 14th of May 2004 when she wore the dress. The wedding dress was a creation of Danish designer Uffe Frank, who is known for his exquisite designs and attention to detail. The gown was stitched by designer and dressmaker Brigitte Halstein, ensuring that every stitch reflected the highest quality of craftsmanship. The gown was made from ivory Duchesse satin, which gave off a subtle mother-of-pearl sheen, adding to the dress's regal appearance. The dress featured a conservative yet traditional design with a scoop neckline and a form-fitting bodice that flowed into a full skirt. The skirt was lined with 31 meters of tulle and included an impressive 8 meters of Irish heirloom lace, which was folded into panels opening from the hip. The most striking feature of the dress was its 6-meter-long detachable train, which allowed Queen Mary to transform her look after the ceremony. Interestingly, this trend remains popular even among brides today. She paired her dress with a historic veil, first used by the late Crown Princess Margaret of Sweden and then by the late Queen Ingrid of Denmark. The veil has been worn by several royal family members, but Mary was the first non-royal to wear it, and the price of the dress was $50,000. Next, we've got the wedding dress of the late Grace Kelly, Princess Monaco. She married Prince Rainier III of Monaco the 19th of April 1956 when she wore the dress. The wedding dress was designed by Helen Rose, who was an Academy Award-winning costume designer. The gown is remarkable as one of the most elegant and most remembered bridal gowns of all time. The dress was a gift from Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer Studios, MGM, where Helen Rose worked and where Grace Kelly had been under contract. It was crafted with meticulous care by a team of 35 seamstresses over a period of 6 weeks. The ensemble was constructed in 4 complex parts: the lace bodice with an attached underbodice, skirt support and slip, a heavy pleated silk veil skirt, and a triangular tulle and lace train insert, and the pleated silk veil cummerbund. The gown was made of silk veil and antique Brussels lace embellished with pearls, featuring a high collar, elegant lace sleeves, and a full skirt. The materials used included 25 yards of silk taffeta, 100 yards of silk net, and 125-year-old Brussels rose point lace. The veil was designed using silk illusion net, and finishing touches of rose point lace were re-embroidered with thousands of tiny pearls. The back of the veil featured 2 tiny lace lovebirds, adding a romantic touch, and the price of the dress, $65,200. At number 9, we've got the wedding dress of Prince Madeleine of Sweden. She married Christopher O'Neill the 8th of June 2013 when she wore the dress. Valentino Garavani, the acclaimed Italian designer, was the creative mind behind the wedding dress. Known for his sophisticated and timeless design, Valentino worked closely with Princess Madeleine to create a bespoke gown that would reflect her personal style and the royal occasion. The gown was crafted from silk organdie and featured ivory chantilly lace appliques. It boasted a full-skirted silhouette with a 4-meter train, adding to the regal elegance of the dress. The upper part of the bodice was made of lace with off-the-shoulder short sleeves and a V-shaped back, which provided a romantic and feminine touch. Princess Madeleine's dress's veil was a remarkable 6 meters long, made of silk organza, edged with tulle scattered with point d'Esprit dots and small Chantilly lace orange blossoms. The modern fringe tiara, borrowed from her mother, held the veil in place and was adorned with sprigs of orange blossom, adding a fresh and delicate detail to her bridal look. The wedding dress, with its intricate lace and dramatic train, was valued at a significant sum, reflecting the luxury and craftsmanship of the garment. The dress made her absolutely look beautiful on her wedding day, and the price of the dress was $100,000. Next, we've got the wedding dress of Beatrice Borromeo of Monaco. She married Pierre Casaraghi on the 25th of July 2015 when she wore the dress. For her religious wedding ceremony, Beatrice chose a custom-made gown from the prestigious fashion house Armani Privy. The dress was designed by Giorgio Armani himself, who's known for his clean, tailored lines and elegant designs. The gown was a classic creation in ivory Chantilly lace and layered silk chiffon, featuring a high boat neckline and 3/4 length sleeves, which was reminiscent of the wedding dress worn by Grace Kelly. The Armani Privy wedding gown was a masterpiece of design, complete with a sweeping silk tulle veil, and also featured a lace border. The dress had a fit-to-flare silhouette, a bateau neckline, and was complemented by a simple yet elegantly placed silk tulle veil. The gown was complemented with a silk tulle veil edged with Chantilly lace and vintage diamond hair clips, adding a touch of sparkle and tradition. The dress was a standout piece for the occasion, featuring a stunning floor-sweeping train and diamond brooches. The modest high neckline and 3/4 length sleeves of the dress were a nod to classic bridal elegance and royal tradition. She showcased her impeccable style through a series of custom-made dresses, and the price of the dress was over $100,000. At number 7, we've got the wedding dress of the late Princess Diana, Princess of Wales. She married King Charles III, King of the UK, February 24th, 1981, when she wore the dress. It was chosen as one of the most influential British royal wedding dresses of all time by Time magazine itself. The dress was designed by the then husband and wife team David and Elizabeth Manuel. They aimed to create a gown that would be a historical piece, also loved by Diana and remembered by the public. The Emanuels worked in complete secrecy, even using the codename Deborah for Princess Diana and installing a safe to keep the dress a secret. The gown was made from ivory silk taffeta and antique lace with a dramatic 25-foot train, which was the longest in royal wedding history. The fabric was especially woven and dyed to achieve the perfect shade of ivory. The dress featured a ruffled collar, puff sleeves, and a voluminous skirt. It was hand embroidered with mother-of-pearl sequins and estimated 10,000 pearls, focusing on a heart teeth. The lace used a gown dated back to Queen Mary, adding a touch of royal heritage. Princess Diana complemented her ensemble with the Spencer family tiara and a pair of diamond earrings that belonged to her mother. The price of the dress was $127,000 large. Next, we've got the wedding dress of Marie Chantal, Crown Princess of Greece. She married Pavlos, Crown Prince of Greece, the 1st of July 1995 when she wore the dress. The wedding dress was designed by the renowned Italian fashion designer Valentino Garavani, known simply as Valentino. Valentino created dresses for numerous royals and celebrities for their nuptials. This gown was both opulent and intricately detailed. It took 25 of Valentino's seamstresses 4 months to complete the dress, which was made with 12 different kinds of lace. The dress was created from heavy ivory silk and featured a tulip-shaped front with 2 deep pleats that formed a dramatic 4.5-meter train. The high neck lace bodice with long sleeves was encrusted with pearls, creating a garden of flowers against a delicate lattice background. The ivory silk skirt was studded with rose appliques, and the bottom of the skirt was appliqued with silk rose in a medallion motif. The veil, made of handsome Chantilly lace, was a work of art itself, woven and embodied with the motifs of flowers and butterflies. It featured a wide border of intricate scallops that framed Marie Chantal's face and the train of her gown beautifully. The veil measured an impressive 4.5 meters in length, and it was anchored by the Greek antique corsage tiara on loan from the former Queen Anne Marie, and the price of the dress was $225,000. At number 5, we've got the wedding gown of Princess Eugene of the UK, marrying Jack Brooksbank on the 12th of October 2018 when she wore the dress. The dress was a collaboration between Princess Eugene and the British fashion designer Peter Piotto and Christopher DeVos. The designer duo, known for their innovative texture design and modern feminine silhouettes, closely worked with Princess Eugene to create a dress that was both personal and steeped in royal tradition. They drew inspiration from the archives of royal wedding dresses and incorporated personalized personalized touches that held special meaning to the couple. The dress itself was a masterpiece of fabric and design. It featured a wide neck V-shape, folded shoulders, and a particularly notable low back that draped into a flowing full-length train. The fabric was jacquard of silk, cotton, and viscose blend, woven with rope-like motifs that included symbols such as the thistles of Scotland, a shamrock for Ireland, the York rose, and ivy, each representing different aspects of the couple's life and heritage. Complementing her gown, Princess Eugene wore the Greville Emerald Kokoshnik tiara, lent to her by Her Majesty the Queen, late Elizabeth II, and a pair of diamond and emerald drop earrings, a wedding gift from her groom. The wedding dress is now part of royal history, and the price of the dress was $260,000. Next, we've got the wedding dress of Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex. She married Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, May 19, 2018, when she wore the dress. The dress was designed by Claire Waite-Keller, the first female artistic director at the historic French fashion house Givenchy. Waite-Keller's vision for the dress was to create something that floats and is both modern and elegant. The design was inspired by classic gowns from old Hollywood, particularly Audrey Hepburn's bateau neck wedding dress, and the simplicity of Carolyn Bassett Kennedy's 1996 wedding dress. The gown itself was a study in minimalism, featuring no lace embellishments or embroidery details, which marked a departure from the usual royal wedding style. It was made of double-bonded silk catting, chose for its soft matte luster, and included a sculpted waistline that fell into a train made of triple silk organza. The dress featured a graphic open bateau neckline, structured three-quarter sleeves, and a slim sculpted waistline, achieving a timeless and classic silhouette. The veil was a significant component of Meghan's bridal look. It was a 16.5-foot silk tulle piece, hand-embroidered with silk and organza floral distinctive of all 53 countries of the Commonwealth, as well as the California poppy and winter sweet from Kensington Palace grounds. And the price of her dress was just over $265,000. At number 3, we've got the Empress Masako of Japan's wedding dress. She married Emperor Naruhito on the 9th of June 1993 when she wore the dress. Emperor Masako wore the traditional junihito, an elaborate and highly symbolic garment that is considered the epitome of beauty in Japanese traditional dress. The junihito she donned was a combination of layers of red and yellow with a green brocade jacket on top, showcasing a vibrant palette of colors that hold cultural significance. The name junihito translates to 12 layers, although the actual number of layers can vary, and it's known for its complexity and impracticality for everyday wear. This garment continues to influence kimono culture and embodies the principles of gassing, or layering, which is a key component and concept in Japanese fashion. In addition to the traditional junihito, Empress Masako also wore a Western-style wedding gown designed by Hane Mori, a prominent Japanese fashion designer known for her elegant designs and signature butterfly motifs. Hane Mori was a trailblazer in the fashion industry, gaining international acclaim and extending her brand to include various luxury products. The wedding gown was adorned with rose petal patterns, design choice that added a romantic and delicate touch to the dress. The dress shows the tradition of the Japanese imperial family, and the price of her dress was $300,000. Next, we've got the wedding dress of Kate Middleton, Princess of Wales. She wore the dress when she married William, Prince of Wales, on the 29th of April, 2011. The dress was the creation of Sarah Burton, the artistic director at the renowned British luxury fashion house, Alexander McQueen. The gown featured a fitted white V-neck bodice with a long-sleeve lace overlay, which was Victorian-inspired and reminiscent of the iconic dresses worn by Grace Kelly. The lace embroidery, which included roses, thistles, daffodils, and shamrocks, paid homage to the United Kingdom, representing the national flowers of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The dress was noted for its impeccable tailoring, with a bodice padded at the hips and narrowed at the waist, a design element inspired by Victorian corsetry and a signature of Alexander McQueen. The skirt was designed to mimic the opening of a flower, with white satin gauzar arches and pleats adding to the dress's dramatic and royal silhouette. The train of the dress was nearly 9 feet long, adding a regal touch to the gown's overall appearance. The veil, hand embroidered with the same floral motifs as the dress, was held in place by a Cartier Halo tiara, which was lent to Kate by the late Queen Elizabeth II and featured 888 diamonds. And the price of her dress was $434,000. At number 1, we've got the wedding dress of Queen Letizia of Spain. She married King Philippe VI on the 1st of November 2003 when she wore the dress. It was designed by the esteemed Spanish couture Manuel Portugas. The gown is renowned for its intricate design and luxurious materials. It is considered as the most memorable royal wedding dress in history. The dress featured a high standing collar, long sleeves, and a V-neck, creating an elegant and regal silhouette. The off-white silk gown was adorned with gold embroidery, which included the fleur-de-lis and ears of wheat, elements from the Prince of Asturias crest. This embroidery was not only stunning, but also woven into the fabric using real gold thread, adding to the gown's opulence and uniqueness. One of the most striking features was the 14-foot train, which was an integral part of the dress and designed to be fully displayed as part of the gown. The cathedral-link silk tulle veil complemented the dress perfectly, and embroidered with the same floral designs as the gown. To complete her bridal look, Queen Letizia wore a delicate diamond tiara, known as the Prussian tiara, which was a gift from her mother-in-law, Queen Sophia. She also donned a pair of drop diamond earrings and carried an antique fan from the family collection. And the price of that dress was $8 million. And with this, we wrap up the video. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you found our channel interesting, then subscribe to it. Thank you. See you in the next video.